I think I figured out what we need to do in order to get the true ending for this game. Because, as I've mentioned, in order to get the true ending of this game, you need to do both Temyoji's end and Alice's ends, but they're at a standstill right now. It turns out you need to do the laboratory escape in order to like get any of the endings. So I think like once we go through the laboratory escape, we can go back to those two endings and complete them, and then we'll be one step closer to the true ending. Okay. Alright, let's get on to the game. Okay, I gotta go through the green door with Quark, I believe. Or is it the red door with Dio? I can't pick. Which one is the, I think it's the red door with Dio, and I think that'll bring us to the laboratory. I'll take Dio. That means the red door for us. Whoa, betting on the
dark horse, huh? Feels kind of weird to say that about myself.
I forgot these characters talk. Whoopsies.
Anyway, might as well be polite. Thank you.
Are you okay with that, Clover?
Well, I don't really trust him, but
You don't trust anyone, do you?
if Alice really wants to go with option B,
Yes, this works fine. Kay, Tenmyoji, and I will take the green door. It's not great, but it's better than Dio. I'm good.
Oh, I'm willing to do option B.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Alice was mad at Dio because he voted betray on her.
Quark should be fine if he's with Luna.
okay,
Oh yeah, and Quark's still passed out from the Radical 6 disease.
I'll take good care of him. I promise.
What about Fi and
No
Kay?
problems here. I'll take Quark and Luna and we'll do the blue door.
I also approve of option B. I will take the green door, correct?
Yeah, good. Looks like we're all set. Kay nodded and handed Quark gently to Luna.
10 seconds remain until chromatic doors close.
Hopefully that's the right door. If not, then whoopsie doopsies. Come on, guys, hurry. The door's already closing.
Coming!
I know, I know!
The seconds to spare, we left to cross the threshold.
2, 1, 0. Chromatic doors closing.
What is this? There are 3 different doors.
Dunno, but it looks like they're all locked anyway.
So this is a dead end? Great.
No, hold on. What's this thing?
Well, it's got a lever on it.
Don't get too attached. It's probably a lever.
Are you serious? Yeah, that joke sucked.
Yeah, pretty good, huh?
No, it sucked.
Am I great or what?
You are, but that joke sucked.
Huh? Huh?
Clover, please, you're embarrassing yourself on Twitch.
Hey, Sigma, is this chick simple or something?
No, she's just Clover. I wouldn't rule it out. Let's just take it easy with her, okay? Yeah, she's a yandere. She will literally kill you.
Hey! What kind of a gentleman has a secret conversation in front of a lady? I guess it can't be helped, though. You boys just secrete secrets. Oh man, I'm good.
Sigma, please, let me give her a smack.
No, we do not hit women here. But I will hit her if she tries to kill us. I want to do that. What if it only makes her worse?
Well, I think that's enough genius comedy for now. How about we throw that lever?
I thought you said that we should stay away from it.
Well, you don't really think anything bad's gonna happen if you pull it, do you? Besides, it's not like we can go back.
Fine, I'll do it. Ready? Here we go!
Huh. The center one opened.
Looks like the others are still locked, though.
Through the center one then. Forward!
Without waiting for a response, Clover marched through the door. Dio and I shared a glance, shook our heads, and followed. Okay, good! We got the laboratory. Good. We need that in order to get the true ending. What is this place?
Well, it said laboratory on the door, didn't it?
figure that means they're dissecting frogs or building mine rays or something.
A laboratory, huh?
Do you think they might research stuff like viruses here? If they do...
Good idea. We might be able to find some of that Excelavir.
If we do, we can cure Quark.
Oh yeah, because Quark isn't cured yet, right.
You really think it'll be that easy?
Well, somebody's a positive thinker.
Shut it. Just saying. This place hasn't exactly been set up for us to succeed so far.
Well, we won't know until we look. So let's get started. Alright, let's solve this mystery. And I think after we solve this escape room, we'll save it and we'll go back to the other endings. And hopefully that should do it. What's this? There's something on this tray. Empty capsule. Another empty capsule. Seeds. What's this? A binder. Looks like there's 2 pieces of paper in here. Yeah, let's see here. Hydroponics Research 1 and 2. You have found Hydroponics Research 1 and 2. You can review them in the archive. A binder. There's some paper inside. Let's me see that. It says that's for dissecting a frog. Ew. What's this? What's this thing? Who knows? Alright. What's this? More seeds. Can I combine it with these seeds? Okay, can I combine it with one of these, capsules? No. Okay. Oh yeah, that's right, I gotta set this into easy. What's this? Is this a microscope? I tried looking into the eyepiece, but it's pitch black in there. Well, there's these 4 holes on top of that. Maybe we need to stick something in them? Oh, maybe we put the capsules in them? The machine looks like a microscope of some sort. There are 4 circular holes on the top. I wonder if I'm supposed to put something in the holes. Okay. Oh wait, there's a little screen right there that I didn't get to see. It's black. There's nothing going on here. Okay, that just... yeah, it's nothing. What's this? Saline solution. Frog! Seed! Roots! What's this? This looks like something you might put specimens in. Maybe, but there's nothing in them right now. Okay. More seeds! What's this? A binder. There's some paper inside it. It says, DNA extraction instructions. You have found DNA extraction instructions. You can read them in the archive. What's this? What's this thing? That thing on top seems like some sort of industrial strength lid. If you open it up, it looks like a blender or something. I don't think you'd use it for cooking though. Maybe it's for scientific experimentation. We are in a lab. Yeah, you could probably pulverize just about anything with something that heavy duty. Oh, do I put the nuts in here? Hey, are you putting those seeds in there? I think maybe you ought to hold on a second. There are some other seeds over there. Don't you think we should check them out first? Okay, are there more over there that I missed? Oh wait, there's one right here. What's this? It's supposed to be some kind of waste tank. It looks like a thick tank. Are you for real? Did I say thick tank? I meant dye tank. Oopsies. I can't read. Oh, what's this? You know that hydroponics research thing we just found? I think it said something about preparing different hydroponic fluids and how they each had a different color. You think he was talking about these? Man, look at these pipes. I think they run down the beakers underneath. These are handles where the pipes meet. If you turn the handle right, the liquid goes right. And if you turn it left, the liquid goes left. So maybe if you put it right in the middle, half goes to the left and half goes to the right. What is this liquid then? Probably water. What do these numbers mean? Are they supposed to indicate an amount of water that flows out of each pipe? There aren't any units, but it looks like 80 something of water comes out of this center pipe. And then each pipe after split gets 40. So we're supposed to regulate the flow of water with the handle so that each beaker gets the correct amount? Yeah. How do we get the water to come out in the first place though? I think you probably pull that lever over there on the right. Like this. After turning the correct lever, pull down on the lever on the right to pour water into beakers. Okay, let's give it a shot. Oh yeah, let's look at the hydroponics research one. Prepare the 5 different hydroponic fluids, dilute with ratio. 1 part fluid, 10 parts water. Each fluid has a distinct color. Preparation 2. Prepare the 5 types of plant seeds. 2 long seeds, 3 round seeds. Research has shown that there is a relationship between the fluid used and the type of seed. These relationships can be characterized in the following manner. The long seeds fail to germinate in 3 of the fluids. Round seeds in fluid B and fluid D fail to germinate. None of the marked seeds germinated to put in fluid C. Non-marked seeds fail to germinate in fluid A or fluid B. When the striped seeds were put into fluid D and fluid E, only one of them failed to germinate. Okay. Oh! I just fucking guessed! We poured the water into the beakers, and all the lights are green. You did it! Alright, now what do I do? Beakers contain a liquid culture. Each seed requires a particular kind of culture. Place each seed in the appropriate beaker. By dragging a seed on top of one another, you can switch them. Press check button after you have put seeds at the correct places. Then each seed is in the correct culture, yet you have completed this puzzle. I'm not sure what's going on, but here goes. Okay. Okay. So much for trying to act smart. I guess we just use process of elimination. You did it, Sigma Male! Yeah, but I didn't really feel like that I did it. I wanted to actually be smart and figure it out, but nope. Process of elimination. You've sown your seeds. What do you mean by that? Don't say that. Yeah, please don't say that. I do not want to get demonetized. Huh? Why not? Just don't. Quiet, you two. Look at this. Oh, a red capsule? Alright. There's a red capsule sitting in the hall. Okay. What do I do with the capsules? Place plant material indicated above a device and activate. Seems simple enough. Well, maybe we should do that. Oh yeah, we have a root. Okay, time to throw this root in the mixer. Mixa, mixa, mixa! Alright, done. What do we need to do next? Is there anything in the DNA extraction instructions? Let me see. Place the material doesn't need a blender. Once the material has been thoroughly broken down, add in a solution of saline water. Okay, saline. We need saline. Alright, I'll just pour the saline solution in here. There's a funnel above the beaker. Filtered liquid comes out of it. Eventually. Okay, looking good. What are we supposed to do next? What does the manual say? Step number 3 says something like this. The liquid will fill into the beaker. Add ethanol to the liquid. I guess we should pour in the ethanol then. What ethanol? I don't have ethanol. Do I? Where the fuck do I get ethanol? I'm guessing I put the frog in here. Huh? Why'd you put a speaker here? That's a drain. What's wrong with you? Oh, I see. You've got the frog there. Planning to take it out, I assume? You should probably pour the ethanol down the drain first. Okay. I'll just pour the froggy ethanol into the drain. And set the frog over here. This tank collects liquid waste. The ethanol I poured down the drain should be in here. It's a little bad, but I have a feeling you should take it. Okay, cool. Good, we got that. Pour the ethanol in here. Alright, pour the ethanol into the beaker. Then... I guess that should do it. You think this gel here has DNA in it that we're supposed to collect? Probably. So what do we do with it? Does the manual say anything? Oh yeah, I think there's a 4th step in there. DNA will collect the ball in the beaker using an empty capsule to collect it. Oh, we have one! Okay, cool. I'm gonna dip into the protrusion into this capsule, into the stuff into the beaker. awesome! You got it all! Nice! I'm guessing I put that capsule in here. Now let's dissect the frog! So what do we do with this frog? Actually, I guess we already know, huh? The instructions in that binder don't leave a lot to the imagination. Begin dissection using provided scalpel. Cut it open, basically. I mean, that's kind of messed up. Zero Senior's got some issues, I think. Whatever. Not like we've got a lot to choose here. Guess we better find a scalpel then, huh? Where the fuck are we gonna find a scalpel? I'm trying to, like, find a scalpel, but I can't find one anywhere. Oh, wait. Oh! There it is. What's this? Pretty fancy tray. Is that a cat playing with a ball of yarn? Are you even looking cat at it? Oh no, not the cat puns again! It's a line! How are you not kitting it? What? Sorry, it's a sort of tick I picked up when I was a kid. Whenever I talk about cats, I kind of, well, you heard. That's pretty weird. Alright, let's dissect the frog. Hopefully this does not get me demonetized. Sigma male? What are you gonna do with the scalpel? Are you gonna cut Lord Hoppington open? Well, I don't really have a choice, do I? But poor Lord Hoppington. Clover, we're gonna fucking die. What are you freaking out about? It's dead. That's not the point. It's still sad. Yeah, it is kind of sad. Oh, for the love of, this frog is dead. It's an ex-frog. Fine, I'll do it. Hey, well, I guess that saves me the trouble. Huh. Something came out of this stomach. A blue capsule? Alright, we got it. Sigma, come here. What's wrong? I can see something in here. What do you mean something? Oh, just look. It's easier than explaining. Alright, what do we got? What the heck is this shit? Probably a simplified version of DNA sequence. A is adenine, G is guanine, C is cytosine, and T is thymine. I think we can manipulate it. Yeah. It looks like the puzzle has to do with pairing these bases. Bases? Yeah. DNA is made out of 4 bases: adenine, guanine, cytosine, and thymine. However, you can only bind A and T or G and C. Anything else just won't work. These are called complementary base pairings. You sure know a lot about this stuff. I guess so. Anyway, you should be able to solve the puzzle now. Give it a shot. Reposition each row so that each A is connected to a T and each G is connected to a C. Move each row sideways until the letters match up. Okay. Shit. Aha! Got it! Yes! Easy dubs! Ha! Did it! Good job, Sigma Male! That was awesome! You want a treat? I'm not hungry. You're turkey. What? No, I'm a cat girl. Are you fucking blind? What in the hell? Stop screwing up. We don't have time for that. Now get over here and look at this. Huh? There's something on it. Moon, star, moon. This is the safe password. Perfect. Just what we need. Yeah, now we can get in the safe. This is the safe, right? Yeah, it's just like the one in the AB room. I saw one in the infirmary too. If you punch in the right password, it'll open up. At least it should. Moon. Star. Moon. Got him! Yes, it opened! There's the drug! You did it! Okay, what do we got here? First is a map. It says floor B. The one I found in the infirmary said floor A. Instead of the one in the lounge. Then that would make floor A the top floor, right? I mean, we rode the elevator down to get here. Yeah, I guess so. Alright, let's keep going. There's a lot of stuff in here. These are the key cards. Each one's got a picture of a moon on it. Then these have to be the cards the announcer was talking about. Looks like they gave us 2, just like with the sun cards. I'm a solo, so I'll hang on to 1. Cool. Sure, fine. Next up, we've got a notebook. Anything interesting? I can't read any of this. Are these even letters? What the heck is this? Is it a journal? It's got dates and stuff. Maybe, but I can't read any of this. What language is it? Who knows? Maybe it's Brazilian? They speak Portuguese in Brazil. Anyway, what else have we got here? Clover, you dumb broad. Looks like 2 more things. Is that medicine? What's it say on the label? Excalibur. Excalibur? Wait, didn't Luna say something about, Excalibur? You're right! This is it! This is Excalibur! It's the cure for Radical 6! Whoa, hold on. Let me see that. Later, we need to get out of here as quick as possible. Yeah, we need to get this stuff to Quark. First, we've got to get out of this room. Yeah, but that's easy. You've got it, right? Alright, we got the key. Let's go. The lock for the door. Right now it says lock. You guys ready? Yeah, let's do it. Just get it over with. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Easy dubs, boys. Let's go. Woo!
Hey, hold on a minute. There's something... Nah, I guess there's a couple of things I want to double check. Well, one of them's not really significant, I guess.
This better not take long because we have other endings to do.
Huh?
First off, this machine. We didn't even end up using this thing, did we?
No, not really. Yeah.
I was just wondering what it was.
Well, I'm not sure how I'm supposed to answer that. Look at the side here. There's a name or something. IG Replicator?
Replicator makes it sound like it makes copies of stuff.
Oh! We could have probably, like, used the Excalibur and made copies of the medicine. So that way, we could cure both Alice and Quark. Oh! So it's like a copy machine.
Yeah, probably copies IG, whatever that is.
Any ideas?
Who knows? Ice cream by the gallon?
No, Clover. It's not ice cream by the gallon. You're lucky I love you. Of course. This machine must be here where you can make all the ice cream you want. Are you nuts? You're one idiotic girl, you know that? In other words, an IG.
Oh, good one.
I'm so fucking clever.
Hey, this isn't the time for stupid jokes. There's a helpless child back there in the infirmary who needs our help.
He was right, of course. I hung my head in shame.
At any rate, as long as we don't know what IG means, we can't do anything with this machine, right?
That's right.
Makes sense. On to the second issue. Sigma, you found a journal and some sort of vial in the safe, right?
Yeah.
The vial. Could you show it to me again? I didn't
Why?
really get a good look at it before. You guys were in there so close I could barely see it. Was it really Excalibur?
Yeah, definitely. As I spoke, I pulled the vial out of my pocket. See? It's written right here on the label. Excalibur.
You really are an idiot.
Huh?
Although I guess in this case the G in IG stands for guy.
What? I don't... The words were barely out of my mouth when he moved. Huh? Before I could blink, the vial disappeared from my hand. Huh? Hey, what gives?
What are you doing?
Dio slipped the vial quickly into his coat. What the frick, Dio? What are you planning?
Oh, don't worry. I'll keep it safe.
I don't like where this is going.
I'll even give it back to you later.
No, not later. Give it back now.
I don't think so. If you want it back, you're gonna have to listen to my request.
God damn it!
Request?
Yeah, that's what I said. If you want this back, in the next AB game, you have to choose ally.
Whatever, we're not even gonna be doing the sending. Ally? Wait, is that why you took the medicine to blackmail me?
That's horrible. You're using Quark's life as leverage.
Well, I've got some really good reasons to do so.
What the fuck, Dio?
I'll be happy to give it back if you just do what I say.
I didn't realize until they started to hurt that I curled my hands into fists. If Dio would only give me an opening.
I wouldn't try and take it back by force if I were you.
Also, god damn it! Bottom collar! Shit! Great. Well, now I'm gonna look ridiculous in front of Dio when I punch him in the face, because now I'm gonna look like a bottom!
You make any sudden moves and I'll smash it.
Shit. He patted his pocket gently.
Oh, and one more thing. Don't tell those other idiots that you found some Excalibur in here. I hear one word about it, and the next thing you hear will be little bits of glass shattering on the floor.
Damn it!
That's not fair.
This game isn't about compassion. It's not about being clever. It's about one thing. How well you can manipulate people to your advantage. How unfair you can be.
Fuck you, Dio!
So, what are you gonna do? Ready to promise me you'll pick Ally?
I will pick Ally, I guess. And I also have to use Nyan Speak for 10 minutes, Nya! Fine, Nya. I promise, Nya.
Sigma!
Sorry, but a kid's life is on the line, Clover, Nya.
Oh, I knew you'd say it eventually. I'm glad you understand how this works. But don't think about trying anything funny. Break your promise and... well, you know what happens.
He's probably gonna use Betray on us. Fuck, Nya.
See you chumps later. I'm really looking forward to the next round.
With one last self-satisfied chuckle, Dio strutted out of the room, Nya. Dickhead. Nya.
Are you really going to do what he says?
We have no other choice, Clover, Nya. Yeah.
Sigma, you've only got one BP right now. If we choose Ally and he chooses Betray...
I know, Nya. I know, Nya. I'll drop to -1 and that means I'll get penalized, Nya.
But that means...
Look, it's not like I want to, alright, Nya? If we don't do as he says, he'll destroy the medicine, Nya. If he does that, then Quark will...
So you're going to
Yeah.
die to save his life? That's... Why would you do that?
And honestly, I was terrified. My choice was far from a foregone conclusion, Nya. Well, we should get back to the upper floor, Nya. Everybody else is probably finished already. I bet they're waiting for us, Nya. I didn't wait for Clover's response, Nya. Man, I knew Dio was gonna pull some fuck shit. I didn't realize this was gonna be this fuck shit, Nya. Like, fuck you, Dio. All my homies hate Dio, Nya. Alright, we're gonna save it here, Nya. Okay, and we're gonna see if that unlocked anything, Nya. Okay, I think this should do it. If not, then I don't know what else to do, Nya. It was there. I knew it. IG equals immunoglobulin, Nya.
Do you know what immunoglobulin is? It's another name for antibodies. Some people have antibodies that can fight off Radical 6.
IG replicator. Aha! I knew it! We did it! Okay, we're one step closer to the true ending, boys. Woo! That's it! I got it, Nya! The IG replicator in the laboratory. It's an immunoglobulin replication machine, Nya.
What?
I got an achievement that said if I told you had a nice antibody. Thanks, Steam. Yeah. It can copy immunoglobulin. Antibodies, Nya. Luna just said Excelavir is made from antibodies, Nya. That means we can make more Excelavir.
Hold on a moment. There is a strange device in the laboratory that says IG replicator on it.
There we go, Nya.
Clover and I examined it thoroughly when we were in that room.
Yeah, we never could figure out what it did, though.
Exactly. My question is, how do you know about it, Sigma?
I saw it, Nya. When I was in the laboratory.
When was that?
Probably when you were looking for Alice, right?
Sure. When we were looking for Alice. Chat, don't tell him, Nya. No. Dio was wrong, Nya. I hadn't gone to the laboratory when I was looking for Alice, Nya. I didn't think I'd ever been in the laboratory, Nya. How did I know about the IG replicator, Nya?
If what he's saying is true, then we should be able to duplicate the Excelavir. That would mean we could cure Alice and Quark.
Yes! Let's go, Nya! Also, time's up on the Nya speak.
Let's go have a look then. The laboratory, right?
Yeah, no time to waste.
We all nodded. Wait, we can't leave them here all alone. Luna, do you think you could stay behind and look after them?
Oh, of course. I'd be happy to.
Thanks, you're still sus to me though. Alright then, let's go. Alright, we're in the lab. There it is!
So this is the lab, huh?
Yes.
Where's this IG replicator thing?
Right here, see?
So this can copy the Excelivir?
I think so.
What are we waiting for?
Calm down, alright? Don't rush me. I carefully lowered the small vial of Excelivir into the slot on the side of the machine. An empty vial already protruded from the other side. Presumably, that was where the duplicated Excelivir would go. Ready? When I push this button, it should...
Skip it. Just press the damn thing.
Right. And pressed! Please work, please work! Did it work?
Have a look. The empty vial has something in it now.
And the vial Sigma used remains as it was. It does not seem to have lost any of its contents.
Let's go! We did it! I mean, not that I'm happy about saving Alice, because of course, you know, she fucking betrayed us.
So, it worked?
Would have been pretty bad if it hadn't.
Alright, let's get this thing back to the infirmary. I reached down and pulled both vials from the machine, intending to slip them deftly into my pocket. Ah, shit.
What happened?
Sorry, my hand slipped.
You dropped one of them?
Yeah, just one though.
What in the hell? What if you'd broken it, you idiots?
I'm sorry, I'm clumsy! Come on. If it had broken, then we could have just made another copy. Before Tenmyoji could reply, Fi spoke.
Guys?
I was surprised to hear her voice coming from near my feet. I looked down to see her staring intently at something beneath the table.
You see? It did break.
No, the vial's fine. See?
She held it with one hand but didn't move her eyes.
Then what the heck is going on down there?
Take a look.
She slid back from the table quickly and silently. The rest of us bent down to look. Ah, not another one! A bomb?
Whoa. Really? That makes two then.
Guess Kay was right after all.
So there were more bombs.
So it would seem.
Was this here when you guys came through the first time?
No, it was not.
Yeah, I didn't see anything, and I looked real hard.
Then somebody must have said it while we were looking for Alice.
Who the hell would do that?
We were all looking for Alice. It could have been any of us.
No, not any of us. I was back in the infirmary. Quark was still out, so I was keeping an eye on him.
So we shouldn't consider you a suspect. Is that right?
Yeah, Quark's off the list too.
But Tenmyoji, you have no proof that you spent the entire time in the infirmary, do you?
What?
You could have quietly made your way to the laboratory, planted the bomb.
That's insane. Listen to yourself. There's no way in hell I'd have left Quark all by himself to go plant a goddamn bomb.
He does seem like a really good grandpa, despite being kind of perverted. Tenmyoji was still staring furiously at Kay when Clover spoke up.
Hey, what's this thing?
I turned in time to see her grab something from under the table.
It looks like a memory card.
To the TV we go!
Where was it?
Right under the bomb. It was down on the floor under the table.
Could it have been put here by the same person who set the bomb? There was nothing like it here when we examined this room.
You think they dropped it accidentally?
Unless it was left here intentionally, yes. I imagine so.
What do you think's on it?
Let's take a look. Could I see it for a minute?
Yeah, I guess so.
I plucked the card out of her hand and looked around the room. Nothing. Shoot, no dice. We'll need to plug it into something that can read memory cards, but I don't see anything here.
So what do we do?
The TV in the infirmary! Come on, if I know it, would I be doing it?
10 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
Shit!
All players, please enter your votes.
Alice isn't going to be able to vote then, isn't she? So, I think the right call here is to vote Betray for Alice. I think, yeah, I was paired with Luna, and I went into the garden room with Alice as a solo. Yeah, I think the right call is to betray Alice. I mean, I was planning on doing so, but it's kind of the only thing to do, because she kind of has a lot of points. She'll be fine, and plus it'll be revenge for like what she did earlier. So yeah, I think betray is the right call here.
If no vote is recorded before the deadline has passed, any non-voting parties will automatically ally.
Yeah, see, Alice I don't think is going to be able to vote, so she's going to be an automatic ally, so the right choice is to betray. No hard feelings, we just need some points.
Guys, I think maybe we should get back to the top floor.
Yeah, you're right. We've got what we came here for.
What should we do about the, bomb?
Just ignore it.
Alice said it'd be dangerous to touch them.
True, but
Drop it. We can talk about the bombs later. Right now we need to take care of Alice and Quark.
Right, so I'll get back into the infirmary, give them the Excalibur, then head to the Floor A warehouse.
Right. This ought to do it. It might take a little while, but they should recover.
Okay, good. Her voice was quiet when she backed away from Alice and Quark. In her hand was the injection gun. She carefully removed the empty vial and placed it gently in the cabinet with the other one. While we were in the laboratory, Luna had moved Quark into a crude cot. They both looked peaceful as they slept. The madness I'd seen on their faces before was completely gone.
Are they really going to be all right?
Yes. The analysis I did on the vials confirmed that the duplicate was real Excalibur. The original was genuine too, of course. Now that they've been treated...
it's only a matter of time before the virus is eliminated.
Let's hope no one else gets sick then, because we would have no more Excalibur and that'd just be fucked.
I believe so, yes.
Oh man, what a relief. I was really worried.
Silver grinned. Agreed. I gave her a reassuring pat on the back.
5 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
Uh-oh.
All right, everybody. We can be relieved later. Right now we need to get to the AB rooms and fast.
Damn, don't even have time to catch our breath.
Come on, let's go. The Floor A warehouse is waiting. Huh? Where's Tenmyoji?
Oh, he stayed back in the infirmary.
What?
Why?
Well, when we were all heading out, I noticed he wasn't doing anything. So I asked him if he was coming with us, and this is what I got.
I'm still worried about Quark and Alice. I think I'll stick around and make sure they're okay.
I see.
I have a feeling he's gonna kill Alice.
That means that Phi's only opponent will be Dio.
One-on-one, huh?
Ugh.
That's cool. Nothing to worry about. I plan to choose Ally. You know why?
Because I've only got one BP.
Exactly. If you chose Ally and I betrayed you, your BP would drop below 0 and... well, we know what happens then. I want to win, but I'm not that desperate. You see what I'm saying, right?
Tenmyoji and Dio are a pair. Tenmyoji only had one BP left. Since Dio said he's going to pick Ally, Phi can't really pick anything else. If she does, Tenmyoji will...
Die!
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Kay and I are gonna be going one-on-one too, right? Since Quark's still sleeping.
That is correct.
How many BP do you guys have?
I've got 6.
As do I.
This will be a tough one then.
If one of them can get the other to ally, and then betray that person, the betrayer will have 9 points.
Look, Kay, I know you don't really have any reason to trust me, but...
I know. You would like us both to vote ally, yes? I agree. If we were to both betray, then we would gain no points. We would lose nothing either, but that's hardly relevant. If both of us cooperate, then we will both gain 2 points, which is much more beneficial.
Right. Okay, good. You're really gonna do it, right?
Yes,
Promise?
promise.
They're gonna both pick betray, aren't they? That's gonna be so fucking funny.
1 minute
Shit!
remains.
We gotta go. We gotta go.
until
We gotta go.
Ambidex game polling closes.
We gotta pick betray.
Shit, this is bad. We need to move, now.
Indeed. Shall we?
DOK, Phi, and Clover all took off immediately, heading into different AB rooms. Counting from the left, Dio went into the room 3, Kay went into room 4, Phi and Clover went into rooms 5 and 6 respectively. That left Luna and myself. What do you think about taking the one on the far left?
Sounds good.
With that settled, we headed into the AB room number 1. Alright.
30 seconds remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
Okay. I think the play here is to pick Betray. Betray is the key here. Just in case, I'm gonna save it here and go here. I think the plan is to pick Betray. Cause like Five said, we're down to 1 BP. And if we get anything less than, yeah, if we lose any more BP, we will fucking die. So, yeah. Betray is the key here. We need to pick Betray, just so we can get some points back. Nothing against Alice, just kidding. Everything against Alice because she betrayed us first, so this is just karma.
It's probably a little late to say this, but you know Alice is still in the infirmary.
Yeah, so that's why we're betraying her.
So,
You're saying that we should pick Ally, right? Since Alice is going to default to that anyway. No, I'm picking Betray!
yes.
No! I know, it's not really fair to betray somebody who isn't voting. I don't give a shit, she betrayed us first! Luna's face broke into a warm, happy smile. Not to be sappy, but it was like a ray of sunshine on a cloudy day. She's sus, so I'm gonna pick Betray. I grinned back at her before I knew what I was doing. For a minute, the notary game didn't seem so scary.
10 seconds remain until Ambidex game polling closes. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
LOL, hashtag Betray Squad!
Round 2 of the Ambidex game has been completed.
Luna might hate us, but, small price to pay. Plus, you know, Luna is sus.
Results will be displayed in the warehouse. Thank you for your participation. Ambidex gates now opening.
Luna and I stepped out of the AV room.
Why? What happened to... It's not fair to betray someone who isn't voting.
She betrayed us first, so it's karma.
I thought...
There was nothing I could think of to say, even if I didn't understand why I'd pick Betray instead. And it almost felt unconscious, like some other part of my mind was making the decision. Oh, Sigma male. You have no fucking idea. Perhaps I've been possessed by some sort of evil spirit that moved my finger to the Betray button against my will. Rude. Alright, well, we should go see the results.
Really? We already know what they are. It's just simple math.
The look in her eyes was more painful than any punch I'd ever taken. I turned away and almost ran toward the projector. Anything to get away from those eyes. Yeah, don't I feel like a dickhead? But, again, she betrayed us first, so, you know, it's just karma.
Results from round 2 of the Ambidex game will now be displayed. Please direct your attention to the results screen.
I knew it! They both picked Betray! Oh god, it's Betray/Betray! Wait, Alice betrayed? Wait, what? But... What? Wait. How the fuck did Alice betray? Oh, I am so glad I picked Betray then. I lived, bitch! I lived! Thank God I was smart.
Points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly.
Nobody gained or lost anything. I knew Kay and Clover were gonna betray each other. I expected Fi. I kind of expected Dio. I did expect Alice to betray. Cause how the fuck did Alice manage to get in? She should still be unconscious.
Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet points.
Yeah, I bet you feel like a dumbass now, huh, Luna? What? It wasn't possible. I blinked, rubbed my eyes, and looked again. No. How can Alice's vote be Betray? That's not possible. Oh! Alice? She was standing inside the second room from the left. The room that should have been empty. Why? My mind was still reeling. Where did she come from? Scared the shit out of me, not gonna lie. As I was trying to form a sentence, she began to move toward us. From around me, I heard a chorus of muted gasps. It seemed we were united in our surprise and confusion. Alice drew to a stop in front of me and glanced up to the display.
Thought you'd get an easy couple points, huh? Not so easy when you have to look your victim in the eye, is it? Coward.
Me, a coward? You got some ball saying that to me after you picked Betray. Why are you even here? Yeah, why are you here? How the fuck are you even here?
You gave me the antivirus, didn't you?
Well, yeah, but still.
Tenmyoji told me. Thank you. I mean that from the bottom of my heart, honestly.
But you should still be under the effects of the anesthetic.
Yes, well, I still am. A bit.
Is she just using her, like, Alice powers, like her ancient pharaoh powers? If so, then that's bullcrap.
I have a throbbing headache, and I can barely stand. It's horrible.
How do you think I feel? I'm so confused.
I'm more resistant to anesthetics than most people.
I wonder why.
A result of my training. I have a feeling Zero Senior knew that. They gave me way more than the standard dose of that gas when they kidnapped me. In any event, a few minutes ago I woke up in the infirmary. Tenmyoji explained what was going on, and I got here as fast as I could.
So you showed up right after we got into the AV room?
Yes. Right in the nick of time, too. About 10 seconds before the deadline, as I recall.
You did that just so you could betray us?
Right. What? Don't I get to do that? I mean, it turned out to be the right thing to do, didn't it?
Yeah, I guess, but still. That means I gotta betray you back. That did not count.
You two chose betray. If I'd stayed back there, I'd have lost 2 points.
So you're saying it was self-defense?
Yes.
You're full of shit. Self-defense my ass. You chose betray because you wanted out. You had 6 BP. If I picked ally, you would have had 9. That's what you were trying to do, right?
So what if I was?
Are you serious? You would have killed me. Look, I only have 1 BP. You were this close to murdering me. Just admit it. You were planning to kill me so you could escape.
Don't be stupid. I knew you'd choose betray. There was...
Tell the truth.
That is the truth. Why am I the only one getting the 3rd degree here? Look at those results. 2 other people just tried to kill someone.
Vi and Dio.
Yes. If Dio had chosen ally, Vi would have killed Tenmyoji. And if she'd chosen ally, Dio would have killed her.
I don't want to be rude, but it looks like Clover and Kay tried to trick one another.
Yup. I called it. I called that shit right there. I turned to look at the results again. Before I'd only been looking at my own. I hadn't realized that there is only one word all across the roster. Betray. Whatever trust we managed to build had fallen apart. Everyone was suspicious of everyone else. Had it been for the bombs? Or had it been something else? Whatever the reason, if it kept up, we'd never manage to escape. We'd be trapped in a cycle of 0-point rounds for the rest of our lives. Something had to be done. I closed my eyes and took a deep breath. Alright guys, pay attention. You probably already all figured this out, but we can't keep going like this. If we don't start being a little more trusting, we're never gonna get out of here. We need to work together. I might as well have been talking to a wall.
My apologies, Sigma, but I need to think on something for a bit. I would appreciate being left alone.
Okay.
I'll be leaving too. Things are getting a little too intense here for my delicate constitution.
Delicate constitution, my ass. More like delicate dick.
Sorry.
Dio.
Well, in that case...
It do fly?
Yeah, sorry.
Without another word, she turned and left the warehouse. Dio and Kay quickly followed suit.
See? There's your answer. In the end, everyone's just thinking about themselves. So I would appreciate it if you could not treat me like I'm the only villain here.
I mean, it doesn't really matter because you betrayed me and I'm the protagonist, so, fuck you, Alice.
Come on, Clover. Let's go.
Hold on! I'm coming! Are you feeling okay? I was really worried, you know?
I watched them walk away, Clover practically jumping with delight to have Alice back. Lesbian. Before long, they reached the yellow door and disappeared beyond it.
Everyone's gone.
You aren't going to leave too?
No,
Are you sure? I chose betray.
I know. But I still believe in you, Sigma. I think your hand must have just slipped or something.
Sure. Slipped. Yeah, let's go with that. Let's go with that. Yeah, my hand slipped. That's what happened. My hand slipped and I chose the wrong thing. Chat, don't tell her. My chest hurt, and when I blinked, I felt something hot and wet prick the corner of my eyes. Luna, I bit my lip. Before I could think of anything to say, the metallic rumble of the doors closing echoed through the warehouse.
The Ambidex gates have closed. Round 3 of the Ambidex game will be the Star Round. Star keys are required to open the gates. There is no set limit on usage of the Star keys. The Ambidex gates can be opened as many times as the players wish to open them.
As many times as we want, huh?
Yes, as long as we have the star keys. That means we can keep playing the AB game over and over, too. Sigma? Could you show me your bracelet?
Why?
Do you remember what Zero Jr. said?
As soon as the gates close, your colors get all shuffled up automatically.
There, solo assignments hop around a bit too.
Yeah, I remember. Let's see here. I'm a cyan pair. What about you?
I'm a magenta pair.
I wonder what the others are.
We could be anything, I suppose. We won't know until we have a look.
We've got about 80 minutes until the next set of chromatic doors open. So what should we do now?
Everyone else has gone off on their own.
Yeah. Physically and emotionally. I really don't like how this is going. It won't matter how many times we repeat the AB game if nobody trusts anybody else. We'll never be able to get out of here.
Maybe it would help if we all had a common goal. Something to unite our hearts and minds.
Yeah, but we've already got something like that. We all want to get out of here. That seems like a pretty clear goal to me, but everybody chose betray. Including me.
Well, what if we have an enemy?
An enemy?
Yes, a common foe.
Zero.
Like the person who set the bombs, for instance.
After coming back from the lab, I told her about the bomb while she gave Alex and Quark the Excalibur. Yeah, that might work. If we can figure out which one of us planted those bombs, then everyone else can work together against them.
Right.
But how do we figure out who it is?
Well, do you have any clues?
Clues, huh? That's right! The memory card! I pulled it out of my pocket and held it out toward her.
What's this?
I told you, a memory card. It was under the bomb we found in the lab. I think whoever set the bomb dropped it.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know what's on it, though. We couldn't find any kind of memory card reader.
Oh, I guess we can't really use it then.
No, the TV in the infirmary.
Oh, wait a second. You know what? I think I might have seen something.
There we go, Luna. You're still sus, but there you go. Huh?
Yes, I remember. The infirmary. I saw it when I was searching the infirmary with DIO and Quark. There was a memory card just like that one.
Then...
Yes, I think we can see what's on it. The computer there should be able to read it.
Luna and I exploded into the infirmary, nearly running into Alice, Clover, and Temioji. Quark was there as well, of course, but he was just as we'd left him, asleep on the bed.
What are you doing here?
I opened my mouth to retort, then thought better of it. If I really wanted people to start trusting each other, well, real change starts at home. As quickly as I could, I explained the second bomb and the memory card, and how we'd come to the infirmary in hopes we could discover the contents of the latter.
Okay.
Then stick it in already!
That's what she said!
Go ahead.
Right. Just as Luna had said, there was a small slot under the screen, exactly the right size to fit a memory card. Within moments, the screen was filled with what appeared to be random letters. Oh. What is this?
6 rows, 22 letters each.
It looks like the odd rows use one set of letters, and the even rows use another set.
In other words, the first 2 rows just repeat.
Yeah.
Is this some kind of code or something?
It doesn't look random to me. I think there might be a pattern. I just don't know what it is.
Was there anything else on there?
No, it doesn't look like it.
So all we get is this gibberish. Hey Alice, you haven't said anything for a while. What's up?
Does any of this look familiar to you, Clover?
What do you mean?
Have you seen something like this before?
Perhaps in the desert?
Maybe during your training?
Training?
This is...
So you do recognize it.
All right, knock it off, you two. How about you share it with the rest of the class?
Exactly! We're gonna fucking die! Alice sighed, stretched her neck to the side.
I believe this is an encoded message from a terrorist organization.
We're getting to terrorism in this game? Huh. Okay.
What?
They call themselves the Myrmidons.
The Myrmidons?
What are the Myrmidons?
Put simply, they're a bunch of thugs who are trying to destroy or dismantle most of human civilization.
So this thing we're looking at, you think it's theirs?
Well, they have a number of different codes, but I do think this is one of them.
Then the bomb?
It was said by one of the Myrmidons, wasn't it?
Yes. Well, I can't say for sure, of course, but it seems likely.
Damn. I've got a ton of questions for you. Yeah, we all do. But let me start with this one. What the heck does that thing say?
I don't know.
What?
How am I supposed to decode it? I don't have the key. Without a key, it would take literally hundreds of years to decode.
What about you, Clover?
Well, if Alice doesn't know how, I sure don't.
See.
Oh! The journal! We have a journal, don't we? Not much we can do then. We can come back to that code stuff later. I've got another question. Alice, Clover, who the hell are you? Why do you know about this code?
That's...
You told me your job was to eliminate enemies of the state or something like that. Just what the hell kind of job is that? I think it's time you told us what you do.
Sorry, but I can't.
Oh my god, Alice, please. We're gonna fucking die. Why not?
Because you might be one of them. You might be the person who set the bomb.
That's idiotic. Of course I'm not.
Really? And where's your proof? For all I know, you're my enemy. I can't tell you anything.
I mean, you're my enemy because, you know, you fucking betrayed us. I'm not your enemy. I'm your ally. I'm your friend. I just want all of us to get out of here. And trust me, that really hurts to say. Just, please, tell us. Please. We need to find out who did this so we can all escape. But we have too little information. We need your help. Fine. If you won't tell us about yourself, then just tell us about the Myrmidons. What else do you know about them?
I'm sorry.
Before I could blink, she leapt up and ran out of the room. Hey, wait, Alice! I took off after her.
How long are you going to keep following me?
Until you tell me what you know.
Then why don't you just ask Clover? You already
Clover?
know she works with me.
Well, yeah.
Then why don't you...
I wanted to hear it from you.
Why?
That's a good question. Remember the crew quarters or this garden? We got paired up for 2 separate rounds. That means I've spent more time with you than anybody else here. Maybe that's it. I guess I'm just curious about you. I mean, despite you being a total snake, you are really hot, and you're making my bisexuality act up.
What are you talking about?
Okay, that was really cute. She spun around to hide it, but I caught a blush of red on her cheeks. I could not be falling for Alice. I can't fall for her. I can't. I can't be falling for her. She betrayed me, but God, she looked hot doing it. We walked down the path to where it ended next to the pond. I stayed silent. Alice sat down on the bench. We gazed at the smooth surface of the pond for several long minutes before she began to speak.
You don't hate me?
What? Why?
I tried to kill you.
I mean, who hasn't tried to kill me? I've had Clover tried to kill me. I had Ace tried to kill me. I had, Santa tried to kill me. I also had a couple of kindergartners try to kill me. A couple of high schoolers from a gifted school tried to kill me. Those are from different series. You want to get it. You mean in the AB game?
Yes. I was so scared. Who wouldn't be? kidnapped and locked up, forced to play some sort of bizarre game. And then we found that bomb. I know I probably sounded calm, but as soon as we found that thing, all I wanted to do was run away from it as fast as I could. Things just went downhill from there.
What do you mean?
I remember hearing that Quark had collapsed and running to the infirmary with everyone else. When I got there, I realized I couldn't understand what anyone was saying, and everything looked... I don't know how to describe it. It was like watching a video on fast forward, only it was real. Then I started to feel like... It's hard to explain.
Are you talking about when you got, like, the Radical 6?
I guess you could say I didn't feel like I was myself, and it only got worse.
That was probably the Radical 6.
Yes, I think so. I don't remember much after that, but when I woke up in the infirmary, suddenly all that fear was back. So all I could think about was getting out of this place as fast as I could. It never even crossed my mind that it could kill you. God help me, even if it had, I don't think I would have cared. See? I'm horrible. You hate me, don't you? Just do it!
What?
Kill
what?
me!
Listen, I know I tried to kill you before, but I really don't want to kill you now that you're being so vulnerable to me. Now I just feel sad about doing it.
Get it over with!
What the hell, Alice? I'm not going to kill you. I don't even hate you.
You're lying. I could have killed you. I would have killed you.
Come on, calm down. No one's killing anyone. Yet. A single tear rolled down Alice's cheek, and another, leaving shining lines across her face. When I reached out, I saw her tense just slightly. Slowly, I brushed my thumb across her cheek and off, taking her tears with it.
Why are you doing this? You know, you kind of remind me of my father.
Don't say that. You ruined it, Alice. You fucking ruined it. That's who you're after, right? The people who killed your dad?
Yes.
Did they have anything to do with the Myrmidons?
Will you promise not to tell Clover that I cried?
Come on.
Keep your mouth shut. I'll tell you what you want to know. About myself. And about the Myrmidons. Deal?
Sure. My lips are sealed.
Really?
What, crying? I don't remember any crying.
Good. Alright then.
Alice took a deep breath and began. My father is Egyptian, but my mother is French. They met while my mother was in Egypt on vacation and married shortly thereafter. When I was 3, we all moved to the US. My father was a scientist, and his field was cloning. He was recruited by an American lab, which was why we moved. Both of my parents had used English around me from the time I was born, so I didn't have any problems adapting to life in the United States. That doesn't sound like the Alice I know. Or is this... Maybe this isn't actually Alice, but an Alice clone? Then what about the Alice we saw at the end of Zero Escape? Or maybe this is just like her fabricated past. By my 9th birthday, we've been there for 6 years. That was when it happened. In the middle of the day, my mother showed up at school. Her eyes were red and puffy, but she didn't say anything to me on the drive home. When we arrived, there were several policemen there to meet us. My father had always been a very punctual man, and when dinner time came and went with no sign of him, even I began to realize something terrible had happened. It wasn't until several years later that I finally learned the truth. My father's lab had been attacked by terrorists, and he had been kidnapped. For the rest of my childhood, my mother raised me by herself. I didn't realize it then, but it must have been incredibly difficult for her, as a single mother alone in a country where any relatives were a transatlantic flight away. She did her best not to let me see it, but every so often when she thought she was alone, the mask would fall away. In every line of her face, I could see exhaustion and loneliness. As much as I missed my father, it was those moments that made me wish more than anything that he'd never been taken. Fortunately, I was an excellent student and did especially well in math. I earned a full-ride scholarship straight out of high school and spent the next several years studying. After graduation, I took a job with the Department of Defense, hoping that they might have the resources to help me look for my father. I was immediately assigned to the Special Office of Internal Security. Their purpose is to investigate and sometimes deal with terrorist organizations and other serious threats to the state. I could tell my mother wasn't happy about my decision, but she chose to remain silent about it. Eventually, I learned that the terrorist organization that had taken my father was none other than the Myrmidons. Although at the time, that name didn't mean anything to me. They were suspected of human cloning. Specifically, it was thought that they had been using cloning techniques to copy their most useful members and expand their ranks. The Myrmidons apparently believed that they could use cloning to create a new race of humans. Now, at least, I knew the reason for my father's abduction. The commander of the Myrmidons is a man named Left. We know his name and his gender, but not his appearance or his age. The Myrmidons are closely associated with a cult known as Free the Soul. We believe that Free the Soul provides their funding. But trying to pin any kind of misdeeds on the cult's leader, a man named Brother, is like trying to nail Jello to a wall. I think maybe this isn't time travel, but the past explosion we saw, maybe it was a cloning experiment. Maybe we're not like the actual beings, but instead we're clones? I don't know, that might just be like far-fetched, who knows? Brother is supposed to be fairly advanced in years, and rumors say he's so old he can't even get out of bed. Fortunately, his mind seems to be as sharp as ever. At that point, I hit a wall. I knew the Myrmidons had been behind my father's kidnapping, but that was all I could learn about them. Then one day, I got a tip that some of them were hiding in a building in the Nevada desert. I wonder if that building looks familiar to anybody. I headed out immediately. On the way there, my car had some engine trouble and stalled out. Oh! So she's not like the actual Pharaoh. She's just someone that looks and coincidentally has the same name as Alice. I see. I was trying to decide what to do when an SUV appeared out of nowhere. I'll give you one guess who was behind the steering wheel. Clover. That was the first time we met. There were 4 other people in the car with her, and when I asked them what they were doing, I got what was just about the last answer I expected. They told me they'd been locked up inside of the very building I'd been on my way to investigate, that they were currently in the pursuit of the people who had kidnapped them in the first place. My priority shifted very quickly. After a short discussion, I convinced them to allow me to come along. My help was to find people that they were chasing who I was certain were the Myrmidons. In the end, however, we were unable to track them down. In fact, I still don't know where they might have gone. Eventually, I took Clover and her companion to SOIS headquarters. We decided that involving the police would only complicate things. After some questioning, it was determined that the people who had instigated the particular event were not connected to the Myrmidons. We did, however, discover that the mysterious disappearance and subsequent reappearance of several children 9 years prior was connected to Free the Soul. Oh shit, it was? This went from time travel to cult shit. Damn. There was a 6th person in the SUV, though they weren't riding in it per se. I wonder if that might be Dear Daddy Ace. A middle-aged man, who I'll just call H for now, had been bound and placed in the trunk. H for Hongo. According to the other 4, he had been behind the disappearance of the children 9 years earlier. Oh, there he is! Mafia Dad Daddy Ace! I'm about to bust, y'all! I'm about to bust! We also learned that his pharmaceutical company, a major player on the world stage, was effectively controlled by Free the Soul. Oh shit. So Ace was controlled by someone else, I see. More specifically, I suppose, he was a member of Free the Soul, and very committed to their cause. So why had he kidnapped those children? Apparently he had been part of an experiment designed to test the ability of certain people to access what's called the morphogenetic field. I don't imagine you've ever heard of it before, so I'll try and give you a quick rundown. Telepathy. Simply put, these people can access a sort of field that allows their consciousness to resonate with the consciousness. Yes, it says consciousness right there. I'm not just being an idiot, it says that right there. Of certain other people. To be honest, it might be simpler to just call it telepathy. The SOIS had heard of this particular ability before, and had actually used it in a number of investigations, so I wasn't surprised to learn of its existence. I was shocked, however, to learn that these experiments had been carried only out by a member of Free the Soul. If that was the case, then Brother might have known about it. The thought of him discovering a way to control and harness that power was terrifying. It wasn't too long after the incident in Nevada that another tip about the Myrmidons crossed my desk. This time, it claimed that the Myrmidons intended to launch a large-scale biological terrorist attack. My bosses decided that we needed more agents to deal with the threat of the magnitude, and Clover was recruited. Wait, what about Lotus and Junpei and Seven and Snake? Because she'd been a test subject in H's experiment, we knew she had the ability to access the morphogenetic field, and we wanted to put that ability to use. After several months of training, she was sent on her first mission. She would be tasked with the infiltration and investigation of a Myrmidon cloning lab. I was assigned to be her commanding officer. I hoped that our investigation might have given me a lead on my father's whereabouts. At last, I had a chance to find out what had happened to him. I wouldn't let that chance pass me by. Perhaps that was what kept me from noticing the truth. The whole operation was a trap. The lab was fake, and Clover was captured almost immediately. Baby! I got there as fast as I could, but when I arrived, the building was only an empty shell. All the conspirators who had pretended to be researchers and the like had already fled. I searched frantically for Clover until at last in a basement room I found her. She had been tied to a chair, but on the floor next to her was another body. Oh shit. Her dad? It was my father. Yep, I called it. He looked as if he'd just been dumped there, and when I got to him, his body was already cold. He was covered in dark, ugly bruises. It wasn't until later that I learned he died from ruptured organs and internal bleeding. They had beaten him to death. As soon as Clover had been captured, a Myrmidon in a mask had come to visit her. He said that unless she wanted to end up like my father, she would leave them alone and tell her masters at the SOIS to do likewise. In retrospect, they might have known who I was and who my father was. That was why they killed him. Perhaps they thought they were sending a message to me, or that once he was gone, I'd lose my reason for chasing them. They were very, very wrong. I took Clover with me and left. I tried to console myself with the fact that I had at least been able to save her. Sometime later, I received a call from the coroner. He told me that there was something I needed to see. There in the morgue was my father, cold and pale on a steel table. I could barely stand to look at him, but the coroner insisted. On his arm were 2 rows of numbers, comprised of 8s and 9s. It took me a moment to recognize my father's handwriting. He had carved them into his own skin. On his chest was another message, but they were letters this time, not numbers. Not many, but just enough to make a short sentence. I love you, Alice. Aww. I broke down crying right there in the morgue. They were the first tears I'd shed since the operation had started, and there was no stopping them. There would be no forgiveness. Not for the monsters who put my father through this. They destroyed my family. I would make them pay, even if I had to die to do it. That night, I made a promise to myself. I would avenge my father. It didn't take long to figure out that the numbers he'd written were latitude and longitude. They pointed to a chemical factory that had been disguised as an abandoned building. Further investigation revealed that it was the mother lode we'd been looking for, headquarters of the Myrmidons. I think my father might have known how things would turn out. Knowing he was going to die, he'd written out the directions of our enemy's fortress on his own body. Damn. Can we get some 07s in the chat for Alice's dad? He'd sacrificed too much for me to waste this opportunity with recklessness. This time, our operation would succeed. This time, I wouldn't let my excitement put Clover or any of my other agents in danger. So we took our time, we gathered information, we did our research, and we planned. Finally, we were ready. December 25th, 2028 was going to be the day we finally set foot inside the Myrmidon stronghold. That was when we got kidnapped! But then, on the 22nd, only 3 days before the operation was scheduled to begin, a man in a gas mask appeared. 0. So you inhaled that gas, passed out, and woke up here in the AV room?
Yes. Well, there it is. Everything that's happened with the Myrmidons and me. I left a few of the details out, of course, but you get the idea.
Yeah. Thanks. She gave me a sad sort of smile and stood up.
We should go back.
Not yet. Your story explained a lot, but there's still one big question.
Which is?
Who here is a Myrmidon? One of us planted the bombs. And based off the code we found, it's pretty clear that person is a Myrmidon. Right?
Yes.
And I agree that we need to figure out who they are.
What do you propose we do?
Well, that's what I wanted to ask you about. Do you have any clues?
Clues? Well, if I could decrypt that code, it might tell us something, but...
How can we do that?
I told you. We need a key. Without that, it's pointless.
What's a key?
A key is a key. It allows you to sort of unlock a code.
I bet it's in the journal we found in the lab.
Myrmidons usually use this huge string of numbers as a key.
Wait, a long string of numbers? Could that be... Okay, so we're just gonna leave it at that, just when shit's getting good. Okay, fine. Whatever, game. I see you. I see you, game.